Heyo Moonbeams, and welcome back to my channel, Moon Pearl. This is another podcast episode of Convos with Moon Pearl, or whatever the podcast is called now, I forgot. So anyways, I filmed an entire podcast episode just now about amusement parks, but the video didn't process properly, and so I got a video of just a black screen. Not even the audio came through. So now, today, I will be doing a different one. And I will not be talking about the same topic because I refuse to talk about one topic twice and say the exact same things as before, or try to. Because I think that was a really good podcast episode, and I think I covered some really nice things in it about amusement parks and my opinions about them. But I will not be doing that today because of the previously mentioned error. If you're wondering what I'm feeling with right now, the cord of my microphone is getting in the way, so don't mind me. You might hear some sounds as I fix that. And I'm not editing it out because I'm lazy, and you can deal with it. I'm not in the greatest mood right now because of the aforementioned mistake. But anyways, instead of that, I used to do ASMR on this channel. And out of embarrassment, I decided to not do that anymore and decided I didn't like doing that because I really wasn't enjoying it. I decided to ramble because I have opinions and I love talking about my opinions and myself. But my most viewed video, somehow, which has let me check here. How many views? It literally has the most views out of any video I've ever made, which has 1,709 views and 122 likes. And that was just me speaking French for 40 minutes in a soft voice. Like this. I don't even do that kind of content anymore. But it has the most videos out of any video I've ever made. So I'm not going to go back to that just because I got a lot of views in that video. But I decided to maybe talk about my experience going through French immersion. And maybe we'll see if that will satisfy the people who watched the video of me speaking in a whisper and talking French for 40 minutes. And if you did watch that video, and if that is how you discovered my channel, and you're still watching, then that's great, because you like this too. And you like my personality in front of this camera, as well as my ASMR voice, which I don't do anymore. And anyways, ever since first grade, I took French immersion. Now, if you live in America, like most of YouTube's demographic do, then you probably only have Spanish immersion? I don't know. But French is one of the official languages of Canada after English. And so, schools provide the option of putting your kids in French immersion. And even if you don't take French immersion, you'll just take core French. And I'll explain what that means if you don't know what it is. But in America, they have Spanish as their secondary language or something, I think. And they teach Spanish in schools. Well, for us, Canadians, it's French. So, core French is just a once a week kind of French class. Once or twice a week kind of French class of an hour. But the rest of the day, for all the rest of your topics, you do English. French immersion is where you do half your subjects in English and half your subjects in French. Now, which subjects in French and which subjects in English? Ignore the lisp I did just now. But anyways, which subjects? It varies from school board to school board. So basically, at my old school, in the old city I used to live in, we did science in English, math in French, social studies in French, music in French, art in French, English in English, French in French. I think that was pretty much it. So I think it was most of our subjects were really in French. But a lot of the times, like the French, like art and social studies teachers and gym teachers, because they were separate from all of the main class teachers, because I'm in elementary school. So we have basically one teacher for most subjects and then maybe a different teacher for like music, art, music, art, and gym for the most part, basically. And social studies and music are supposed to be in French, but a lot of the time the music and social studies teachers would speak in English anyway because it was easier to convey what they were saying because there was like different terminology. Like in music, we have terms like decrescendo and crescendo and dynamics, and those are different in French, so it might be easier to just teach in English for that subject. But no one really cared. It was fine. It's music. Music is a universal language, as they say. But I forgot to say, gym was also in English. But here in my new school, in this new region, new school board, we do math in English, which means the people at my school right now are not very good at saying big numbers in French. And I am good at it, and I am better at it because I studied math and French for like 5 years. So there's a difference. We do science in French too, which honestly, I think they should just teach science in English because most of our primary languages that we speak here are English because we live in Canada and most of the people here speak English. Even though I live in a primarily Chinese, like Asian region of the country, province, Ontario. But I feel like they should just teach it in English, honestly, because like there's like fancy words, photosynthesis, different terminology for each subject, like the names of the planets, Mars, Venus, Neptune, Saturn. The names are slightly different in French, but I feel like we should learn them in English because because of the different terminologies and stuff, and because most of our main languages are English. It would just be better to learn it in English. Because we know it in French, but we might know the fancy words in French, but we might not know the translation in English, and I feel like that's kind of ridiculous. So, yeah, that's my opinion on that specific subject. I got a little derailed, as I always do, but art is in French, and like the thing with science, there's different terminologies and stuff. I think it should be in English. Music is also in French, but the music teacher mostly speaks English anyway. Actually, no, music is in French. Gym is in French for one reason or another. I'm not sure. They kind of speak French half the time and English half the time. It's really confusing. It's because our whole school, like my new school, the whole school is French immersion. At my old school, half the school is English and half the school is French immersion. So that was different. This is different, different stuff, different subjects. If you're curious about more information, you can look that up online. I'm not an expert, and my throat's getting too dry to explain all of it. But anyways, I've done French immersion since I was in grade 1, and my dad one day asked me, my little SK 5 years old brain, he was like, "Do you want to do French immersion?" And I don't know what that was, but I said yes. So the next year I did French immersion at my school. And since I did it, my sister was asked to the next year, and since I did it, she kind of thought, well, maybe I'll do it too. And so she said yes to that question as well, and now we both do French immersion. And honestly, I think I picked up French pretty well, better than most people, because I'm smart. That sounds really self-absorbed and cocky, but I don't know. I think I am pretty good at speaking French. But I feel like I probably sound like someone who speaks primarily English trying to speak French. And some people can't make the like R sound in the back of their throats. It's like like bonjour. Like maybe French people don't do it all the time, but it's like it's not bonjour, it's bonjour. you know? It's like phonics and stuff. We had these like little kiddie songs, like for the letter I, it was like E. The phonic is E most of the time. And so there's this kiddie song like Isabel Iguana, you know, nursery rhyme sounding songs. It's just like Isabel the iguana. And that'll be the sound for us to learn the phonic I. And you know, a lot of words through my studies in French. I've come to notice that a lot of English words are derived from French. Things like, I'm not sure what words actually, but for something not so everyday life use, hors d'oeuvres. I think that comes from French. Yeah. And things like soiree, that's a French word, soiree. And lots of Canadian English is closer to French compared to American English. If you know what I'm talking about, it's like color, for example, the word color. Americans spell it COLOR, and Canadians spell it COLOUR. So it's kind of closer to the French way of spelling it, which is couleur, COULEUR, couleur. As for some reason, I feel kind of weird speaking French in front of the camera. But anyways, that's unrelated. That's just a random thought. But I don't know how other countries do it. I'm pretty sure like most other countries also spell it COLOUR, and it's just like America mostly that's spelled it COLOR. But if you come from another mostly English-speaking country, then please tell me. I'd like to know. I'm curious, and I don't want to look it up for some reason. So yeah, that's another thing. It's not really related to me learning French in school, but it's related to French. So maybe I'll just name this episode French. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. But you know, because also conjugating verbs. I know it sounds boring, and it is a boring thing to learn. But like in English, we have like, it sounds so, if you speak a language from, if it's like your first language, you don't really think about conjugating your verbs. Because like, for example, I am, you are, he is, she is, they are, we are. Conjugations of the verb to be, right? And in French, it's like, I am, je suis, you are, tu es, he is, il est, elle is, elle est, they are, vous êtes. No, that's you guys are, vous êtes. They are, ils sont, elles sont. You know, so on and so forth. Nous sommes, we are. And also in like French for like pronouns. I know I'm going on kind of a like language tangent, and this might be boring for some people, but if you're watching this right now, that means you're still interested, or you just haven't clicked off for some reason. But for the word they in French, they have a feminine and a masculine pronoun. They is il and elle with an S at the end. So I just thought that was interesting, a difference between English and French again. A couple basic words in French, since you guys seem to like that in the video where I did ASMR in French. Basic words. I'm just gonna find some things on my desk. If I say things wrong, I'm sorry to French people, or les Québécois, people from Quebec, who also speak French. Also, Quebec French and French is kind of different. Like, for example, the word cent, like 1 cent, 2 cents, you know, like the value of pennies that went out of commission a long time ago. 1 cent in, I think, French is un sou, and instead in Quebec French, it's un cent. So it's like closer to English, you know. But this, for example, pen, stylo. If you're going on a trip to France soon, this might be useful. Ciseaux, scissors. Pencil sharpener, taille crayon. Also take everything I say with a grain of salt because I might be wrong. Eraser, effaceur. This eraser is a heart. That's the word for heart is cœur. It's pink and red. Red is rouge and pink. I forgot the word for pink. Oh my god. Anyways, I'll come back to that later maybe. The pencil, crayon, the seal. No, crayon. This is a book. Un livre. Calculator, calculatrice. Calculator. Also, I have this really nice calculator. Well, I don't know if it's really nice, but my friends during school, they would ask to use it because they like the sound it makes. They like how clicky it is. I'm not going back. This is kind of ASMR. I don't know. I was never really good at it. I don't know if that's a trigger. I don't know. This is a cube and cube. In cube and cube. Also, for like the word a, like a box or an apple, they have a masculine and a feminine word. A un, un and une. So different nouns, like different things, would have different pronouns, kind of. I don't know. Like a chair, and you can't see my chair right now, but I'm sitting on one, and that would be une chaise. It's feminine. And pencil is masculine. Un crayon. So that's another difference, another thing. Oh, marker, marqueur. Whiteboard is tableau blanc. There's a ginormous one in front of me that I can't bring out because it's part of my desk. I don't know if this is boring, but you guys seemed to like it the last time. Sock. Don't ask me why it's like this. I actually don't remember the word for sock. I'm forgetting a lot of things today. Oh, the word for pink is rose. If you're going France, they need some basic phrases and terms. Hello is, of course, bonjour or salut. Like bonjour, salut. How are you? Comment ça va? And I'm doing okay, or everything's all right, or something like that is ça va bien. These are some of the first terms I learned on the first day of French immersion in first grade. So the phrases we learned on the first day were bonjour, hello, salut, also hello or hi. It's like more casual. Au revoir is goodbye, or à bientôt is see you next time, or like see you soon. One of the first terms that we learned also is can I go to the bathroom? Est-ce que je peux aller aux toilettes? And we had these like little like symbol things. Like O was something like this. I don't remember them, but I don't even know how they come up with them. I don't know if there's official like sign language for these French words, but my first grade French teacher liked to use them to teach us French words. So it's like est-ce que je peux aller aux toilettes? May I go to the toilet? Est-ce que je can no, est-ce que je peux, may I, or can I, aller aux toilettes, aller, go to the toilet, the bathroom. And another phrase that we learned on the first day was, est-ce que je peux, something about drinking water. As boire de l'eau is drinking water. I remember the sign for it was like this. Boire, to drink, l'eau is water. Also for verbs, they have infinitive forms, which basically means like the verb with to at the beginning, like to be, to drink, to smell. I don't know. I have a hard time coming up with examples off the top of my head. Anyways, if you're telling a French person that you don't know how to speak French, then you would say, je ne savais pas. I don't know if the conjugation for no is right. Je ne sais pas comment parler le français. Je ne sais pas. I don't know. Comment, how to. Parler, speak la français, French. Or to tell someone that you speak English, you can say je parle l'anglais. I parle, speak l'anglais, English. So there's a little crash course in French for you. Maybe it's useful, maybe it wasn't, maybe it was boring, maybe you just like to see me talk and make weird facial expressions at the same time because I like to do that for some reason. And cross my arms and swing around my chair like this for like 20 minutes. But I hope I entertained you. I hope this video made your day a little bit better or entertained you. But anyway, subscribe, like, share, leave a comment if you have something to say. In the last video where I spoke French, I had some French people commenting on my videos saying that I spoke French well. So that was really nice to have. Thank you. Anyways, I will see you next time. Make sure to tune into my next podcast episode where hopefully I'll be able to recover the amusement park video. And if the amusement park video was recovered, thankfully, then I will post that. And I did not have to record this, but thankfully I had another podcast episode ready. And if both do come out, then they won't be coming out on the same day. I'll release this one later. But anyways, goodbye. If you tune into the next episode, then and comment about it, then I will give you a cookie or something. I don't know. Whatever you want. If you're not a cookie person, I'll give you a cupcake, whatever. Anyways, I'll see you next time in the next episode. Maybe I'll get these episodes onto the podcast stuff soon. But anyways, ciao.